we do this? Talking about helicopter, that was Elway-esque. Remember the Super Bowl? You were there, right? Down to the one that he crashes it in on a quarterback sneak, and that's the ball game. My quarterback took it over, who had a QBR against the Rams here in what turned out to be a loss of 84, which is an extraordinary QBR against a Wade Phillips defense. Dak Prescott did. Jared Goff had a 57 QBR in that game, and guess where Zeke went? Nowhere fast. 20 rushes for 47 yards. Jerry knows who butters his bread the most, and it's the quarterback. It's why he's about to pay him a record guaranteed money.
Jerry Jones said nothing about leadership. He didn't say who's the unquestioned leader. Jerry Jones said, arguably, the only person that ever argues that Dak is a better player than Zeke is Skip Bayless.
Did Jerry say that? I didn't hear that. Maybe he was thinking.
No, Skip. I said Jerry didn't say anything about leadership skills. He didn't say who's the unquestioned leader of my football team. He didn't say that. He said, Zeke, the reason why I rewarded Zeke, he's arguably been our best player. I said no one argues that except Skip Bayless.
I don't know, because I don't listen to anybody else. You listen to everybody. I listen to nobody. I follow nobody on Twitter. I don't know whatever. Surely somebody agrees with me because I'm usually right.
So let me ask you a question. So you don't hear anybody when they come up here and sit their butt in that seat.
I don't care. I don't even care.
Well, see,
does that make you right because they're wrong?
Now you don't care.
Do three wrongs make it right?
You went from you don't hear anybody.
I don't care what you say. Who led the NFL in game-winning fourth-quarter drives over the
I don't care.
It was him. And guess what? I'm going to throw this at you one more time because it just blows the biggest hole in your argument. Once Jerry went out, God bless you, Jerry Jones, and got Amari Cooper, a genuine, bona fide #1 receiver for Dak Prescott, over the last 10 games last year, with that guy, with the #1 receiver, guess who led the NFL in completions? My guy, Dak Prescott. How can you refute that? Guess who was third over that time, over the last 10 games, in air distance, how far the pass traveled in the air? It was Dak Prescott. Dink and Dak, as you derisively just eliminated. Really?
If you don't mind me asking.
So wait, how can you argue against that stat? He had the third longest air distance? That's impossibly great. Who led the playoffs in QBR? My guy did. He played extraordinary. He was a top 5 quarterback over the last 10 games, and Jerry Jones knows that, which is why he's going to pay him. Do you think he's going to force Dak to hold out for the first 3 games? I don't think so.
Let me ask you a question. Name the last time a quarterback held out to get his money. Because before you interrupt me, quarterback is the only position they pay based on potential. Everybody else must prove that they're viable for their money. Name the time the quarterback in the last decade held out to get his money. Name the time. Go ahead, take your time.
I don't really care. I just don't care. All I care about is Zeke got paid, and everybody says Zeke won. No, he didn't. He's still woefully underpaid. Jerry got him exactly what he wanted to get him at.
But you're trying to frame the argument, he's underpaid. Not for his position.
Okay, if he's easily, like you say, by far the best player on the team, why wouldn't he just keep holding out until Jerry had to pay him $112 million guaranteed?
Because Jerry don't have,
he knows.
Jerry don't have to pay him anything. Because the running backs, every position is framed, is already budgeted, is already not budgeted, but the CBA says the quarterback is here, the left tackle is here, the defensive end is here. Skip, you know that, but you're trying to frame it.
That's not in writing. It's not.
Skip.
No, it's not. It's not a rule that you have to pay. You could pay him anything you wanted to pay him.
The mere fact,
Jerry's a maverick.
The mere fact that they have a free agency, and I can put a tag on you. What other free agency has a tag? Do they have that in basketball? Do they have that in baseball?
Could Jerry have paid Zeke whatever he wanted to pay him?
You said there's a cap.
Well, I mean...
Okay, well, you keep which is it? You got to stick to a lane. You sweat.
Exactly in my lane. You could cut 5 players and pay Zeke more than the quarterback if you're right. And you're wrong.
Okay, but
if you're wrong. And Jerry knows you're wrong.
How do you cut 5 players and still field a team?
You sign street free agents. You could. You could do anything. You could sign Shannon Sharpe right now.
How does that increase?
Watch him lift weight.
How does that increase? Okay? How does that increase your chance of winning?
Well, it wouldn't, because you got to have the quarterback. You need the quarterback.
But
he's becoming as clutch a playmaker as there is in the whole league. But you can't see it. I've seen it from the start.
But help me.
It's okay.
But help me understand this. You keep saying when Amari Cooper arrived, Dak had this. But can you tell people since Amari Cooper arrived, who led the league in rushing over the last 8 games of the season?
I keep telling you he's the best, and you tell me he's not the best. Who's the best?
I don't need you to tell me.
What you say it's Saquon?
Because you keep telling me that, Skip. All I'm saying is, what Dak does is set up by that guy. What Dak does not set up this guy. Because when Dak didn't, Skip, hold on.
You're missing the boat.
No. The boat.
They became a throwing football team over the last 10 games. I'm sorry, it just happened right before your very eyes. Not small sample size, 10 games worth.
All I'm saying is that because they dropped that safety down to stop Ezekiel Elliott from running the football, now Amari Cooper gets to work one-on-one. Skip, even when they had Dez, and Dez was not the receiver, he was injured, his hip, whatever the case may be. Zeke Elliott still led the league in rushing. Even when they didn't have Amari Cooper, he led the league in rush yards per game the last 3 years. He only had Amari Cooper for 8 games. So how the hell does that help Zeke?
The game is rigged for the quarterback to dominate the game. Wait a second. How many passes has Zeke thrown as an NFL player?
Skip, that's a flawed argument. That's a bullshit.
No, it's just... I'm telling you, by the very nature of the position he plays, the quarterback is way more valuable than the running back. I'll take the quarterback any day, especially that quarterback.
Jones ain't say nothing about value.
Time out. Who led the NFL in catchable passes, according to Pro Football Focus, over the last 10 games? Who led? My quarterback did. How do you explain that? You say he can't throw, and I keep saying... He threw the hell out of it over the last 10 games. They became a passing football team. So they only played 10
games?
Well, 10 games is a big sample size.
So what about the other 6? Why weren't they catchable in the first 6?
No, Amari.
Oh, so he can only throw catchable balls for Amari.
The guy who tilted the defense was the bona fide number 1 receiver who can actually run by people.
But here's the thing. See, this is where your argument's flawed. Tom Brady has never had what we call a true number 1, except Randy Moss. And Tom Brady does it every single year, and we don't make the excuses. He needed a number 1 receiver to do what he does. But see, you're
actually making my Brady case. I have never said Dak Prescott was better than Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the greatest ever, and it's not even close anymore. He continues to do it against all odds with high degree of difficulty. He's way better than Dak Prescott. Way better. But I'll take Dak right now because I got Zeke and Dak.
There are 15 quarterbacks in the NFL. 16, 17 quarterbacks better than Dak Prescott. But that's not what we're debating right now.
Really?
Because, okay, let's take the Pittsburgh Steelers, Dak rookie year. They were down, what? 2 points, 3 points. Zeke Elliott takes the ball and goes 50 yards for a touchdown. Dak Prescott gets credit for a game-winning drive. Can you tell me what did Dak do besides hand the ball off to Zeke Elliott?
Can you tell me what Tony Romo said to Stephen Jones in the locker room right after the game? What did he do?
I just need you to answer
I need you to answer me because this is the essence of my argument. Tony Romo, who thought he was still the starting quarterback of the Cowboys, walked straight in the locker room after the game and within earshot of the media said to Stephen Jones, "You have no idea how effing hard it is to do what Dak just did out there on that field against the Steelers." He threw a party on the Steelers that day. And the point is, what did Tony Romo do the following Tuesday after that? He gave a concession speech. You remember? He just did a speech, like an open-hearted speech.
What choice did he have?
I concede the job to Dak Prescott.
What choice did he have?
Tony Romo did that. Whew. Game over.
Skip. That's like General Lee coming into Appomattox Courthouse in Virginia and says, "You know what? I'm conceding." What choice did he have?
He had every choice. He's Jerry's son. But he saw what happened. He said, "I can't do that."
Yeah. I don't care if he made a concession speech. He could have got in there with a tutu on. He was never getting that starting quarterback job after what Dak had, the way Dak started the season. You know that and I know that. But all I'm asking you still haven't answered me.
I've answered you 20 times.
He handed the ball to Zeke. Yeah. What did Dak do? Okay. But Dak got credit for a game-winning drive that Zeke ran a 50-yard touchdown.
Well, I have to go back and look at the play-by-play, but I'm pretty sure he completed some passes to get them in that position. And then you told me that Ironhead Hayward's son, what's his name?
No. That was Jones.
You sure?
That was Jones.
Somebody went the exact wrong way.
He did.
And help me out. How many hands touched Zeke on that play? How about none?
Right.
Well, who tackled Zeke? The goalpost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Well, maybe you could have run that play.
Oh, see, you see what you do, Skip.
Okay.
Why do you so what happened when all the protection? Because you do realize that the Cowboys have the first and second best offensive line in football, especially pass protection, because usually they're very good at that. So what happened?
No, I'm run blocking. They're way better at run blocking. Way better at run blocking.
Okay, they're better at run blocking. Mm-hmm. All I'm asking you, so what happened when Dak had a clean pocket and nobody touches it and he throws the pass? Hell, I could have threw that. Sharpe could have threw that.
You know what? I don't think you could.
I could have. I was quarterback.
I don't think you have much of an arm. I just don't. I don't have a feel of that.
At 51, I do not have much of an arm. Right. But I used to have much of an arm, Skip Bayless.
Okay.
And I take umbrage to what you said about my throwing ability.
You can take umbrage, but I'll take Zeke and Dak because I got both of them.
You do.
So I'm very happy. You can argue all the time. You can try to discredit my quarterback all you want, but he's my quarterback. And I think he's healthy, and I think he's just about to be real happy. I think both of them are going to be happy.
I'll give you a prime example. From 96 to 98, John Elway was more valuable. But he was not a better player than TD.
I agree. I said that.
So are you saying Dak Prescott is better than John Elway?
So wait, John Elway was going nowhere fast until that guy in the sixth round fell out of
my guy. Hold on, all I know is my guy by his third year was in Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Where you got? With no Zeke Elliott running the football.
Did I ever say Dak Prescott was better than John Elway? I would never say that.
He's that guy. He's the guy.
He's our guy.
Okay, he's your guy. Yeah. If he's your guy, think about it. Everything has to be perfect, Skip. We have to have a perfect 80 degrees outside.
Was everything
breeze blowing? Huh?
Was everything perfect at Philly last year? Go check the fourth quarter tape and see what you see.
Yeah, walk into him with injury.
He was injured. He looked healthy in that game.
No, he didn't. He wasn't healthy all year. He wasn't healthy all year.
Okay.
All I know is your guy in Jacksonville needs to be healthy because he's nursing an abdominal issue, huh?
We don't want that.
We'll see. That's
At least we get to see your guys in action on Sunday. We can finally see some play and talk about that.
Don't come in here on Monday.
Giants.
The Giants. We beat the Super Bowl contending Giants.
Oh, you're trying to discredit him already.
I don't think he's going to go there.
Ain't nobody trying to discredit them, but I don't want you coming in here heaping credit.
By tomorrow, you'll be picking the Giants.
I might.
Yeah.
The good news, though, before we get to that game, tonight we've got some action. The Bears and Packers open the regular season tonight. Who will win? So we're going to give their picks next. Don't forget, you can check us out every day on the Fox Sports Channel on SiriusXM. We'll be right back.
The NFL is back with a double